Yes, that was created entirely using AI, and as you just saw, it looked absolutely stunning. And the best part is, creating anime videos like this has become incredibly easy now. It's not difficult at all anymore. With advanced AI tools like GPT Image 2 and Seedance, you can literally create your own anime short films and even series. In today's video, I'm going to show you the exact process I used to create this video, from creating the characters and scenes to turning everything into cinematic videos. So without wasting any more time, let's get straight into the video. Alright, the tool I used to create this video is called a Z8.art, and honestly, this tool is on another level. They've seriously gone crazy with the features, and it offers so many useful tools for creators. Just keep watching, and you'll understand exactly why I'm saying this. Alright, now to get started, simply click on the link in the description and sign up using your email ID. After that, you'll see an interface like this. As you can see, it's very clean and simple to use. From here, you need to create a new project. So click on New Project, and it will take you to this interface. Now this is where all the magic happens. As you can see, it's basically a blank canvas where you can build anything you want. So let me show you everything step by step. First, if you click on this plus icon, you'll be able to add different types of nodes. You can use text nodes for LLMs, image nodes for image generation, video nodes for video generation, and much more. It even has a 3D world option, which is honestly mind-blowing, and I'll show you that in a bit. You can also add team members to the project from here, collaborate together in real time, and share the project link with your partners or teammates, which is a really useful feature. Now, the first thing I did was create the main character image that would be used consistently throughout the video, so let me show you exactly how I did it. Alright, so let's add an image node. You can either add it from here, or simply right-click and choose from these options. So let's go with image. Now, once the node is added, click on it, and the prompt box will appear. From here, you can first choose the image model. I'll be using GPT Image 2 because in my opinion, it's one of the best right now. For the quality, I'll go with medium and I'll keep the aspect ratio like this. Next, let's give it a prompt. I'll write a very simple prompt like this, and honestly, in today's time, you really don't need to stress too much about creating the perfect prompt because these AI models are already extremely powerful. They automatically enhance your prompts in the back end to generate the best possible results. So I'll use a simple prompt like this, click on the generate button, and it'll start creating the image. It really doesn't take much time. And this is the image it created. Just look at this, guys. It looks absolutely amazing and exactly how I imagined it. It has created a proper 3-side character view, which helps maintain face and character consistency throughout the video. And trust me, consistency is very important if you want your story to feel smooth and cinematic. Now the next step is creating the environment. In this case, the jungle where the character will be. So again, let's add a new image node, choose the settings accordingly, and give it a prompt. I use this simple prompt to create the jungle scene, and then I hit generate. And this is the result it created. Again, absolutely amazing. The anime atmosphere, the lighting, and the visually pleasing jungle environment are exactly what I wanted. Now let me show you a feature that, honestly, I haven't seen in any other tool yet. You can actually take your environment image and turn it into a full 3D world. And once the 3D world is created, you can place your character inside it and maintain scene consistency from different camera angles and positions, which is absolutely insane. So let me show you how it works. First, let's turn this jungle image into a 3D world. Click on the image, then right-click and choose the 3D world option from here. Now we need to connect the image to the 3D node. If you hover over the image, you'll see this small connector. Just click on it, drag it, and connect it to the 3D node as an image input. That's it. As you can see, the image has already been added. Next, let's give it a prompt. I'll use a very simple prompt just asking it to turn the scene into a 3D world. That's it. You really don't need to overcomplicate things because the AI already understands what needs to be done. And here it is, the 3D world has been created. Just look at how massive and detailed this environment is. Now for faster rendering while making adjustments, you can keep the render mode on fast. That way, you can move around and make changes more smoothly. And if you zoom in, you can actually go inside the environment itself. Now let's add a character into the environment. To do that, hover over Add Object, go to Characters, and choose Person. Your character will instantly appear in the scene. Once it's added, you can click on the character, drag it around, and place it anywhere you want inside the environment. Honestly, this feature is insane. It might take a little practice at first to get comfortable with it, but once you do, the possibilities are amazing. Now, once your character is placed, switch the render mode to high so you can get more detailed textures and lighting. And just look at this now. The textures and overall quality look incredible. Next, click on Quick Capture, and it will take a screenshot of the scene and automatically add it to your canvas. So let's go back to the canvas. As you can see, the screenshot has been added successfully. Now all we need to do is connect it to our character and also connect it to an image model so we can turn it into a final anime style image. I connected it to the image model and used a simple prompt asking it to turn the 3D environment into an anime jungle scene with the character standing inside it. And here is the final result. Just look at that. The character placement, camera angle, and environment consistency are all perfectly maintained. Isn't this awesome? Now, if you want a different shot of the same character, for example, a backside shot, you can do the exact same process again. I simply changed the camera angle in the 3D world, captured another snapshot, and generated the image. And here it is. This feature is incredibly useful if you want perfect scene and character consistency throughout your anime videos or short films. I'll make a separate detailed video explaining the entire 3D world feature and how to create full videos with it, so make sure you subscribe to the channel. Alright, now we have our environment and we also have our character, so let's turn them into our first sequence. First, add a new image node, then connect both the character image and the jungle environment image we created. That's it. Now let's give it a prompt. For this one, I used a prompt to create a 3x3 grid sequence, and if you guys watch my videos regularly, then you already know how much I love using the grid method for better character and scene consistency. And by the way, if you want all the prompts, just let me know in the comments and I'll share them with you guys. Next, hit generate, and this is the result. Just look at this. Absolutely amazing. The scene consistency is maintained perfectly, and instead of random shots, it has created an actual cinematic sequence. And this is exactly why GPT Image 2 is one of the most powerful image models right now. Now, if you click on the grid image and then go to Actions, you'll see an option to extract each individual shot if you want to. So yes, you can separately extract every frame from the sequence. But the method I used was even easier. I didn't extract the shots at all. I directly fed the entire grid image into Seedance 2 to create the video. Let me show you how. First, let's add a video node. After adding it, connect the grid image we just created to the video node. Next, choose your video model. I'll be using Seedance 2 in fast mode. After that, you can adjust the settings however you like. Now let's give it a prompt. For this one, I'll paste a detailed cinematic prompt because, as we all know, if you want the best results from Seedance 2, your prompt quality really matters. And again, if you guys want all the prompts I use, just let me know in the comments and I'll share everything with you. Once that's done, simply hit generate. That's it. And this is the output. See how good this looks? Absolutely amazing, right? And using the grid method with the entire sequence image helps a lot because the AI understands the flow of your story and creates the scene accordingly. And in this case, it did it perfectly. The results came out really good. Now let's create the next sequence. For the next scene, this is what I did. I took the initial grid sequence, connected it to a new image model, and asked it to generate the next part of the story where the character saves the bunny. That's it. It's really that simple. And this is the next sequence it created. Again, let's turn it into a video. So I connected it to the video model, added another detailed cinematic prompt, and hit generate. And this is the final output. Isn't this amazing? See how easy the entire workflow is? And when I say easy, I genuinely mean it. Once you try it yourself, you'll understand how simple and powerful this process actually is. All you really need is your vision. Create your character, create your environment, generate your sequences, and then turn them into videos. That's literally it. So yeah, this is basically how I created all the scenes for the video. And once everything was ready, I imported all the clips into CapCut, did a bit of editing, added music and effects, and the final video was ready. So there you have it, guys, a completely new way of creating content. And honestly, it's incredibly powerful. Definitely give this workflow a try.